Hey, what up, everybody? I'm going to do this, my latest pickups video. Appreciate y'all tuning in, checking it out. Let's just get on down, right on down to it. I'll show you what y'all got. Oh, I guess what I'm going to do, I'm going to start out, I'm going to show y'all this bag right here because I kind of, as you can probably tell, I'm from the Midwest, but I was on vacation and I went down to Houston, Texas. So I figured I'd check out a couple of game shops while I was down there. So that's why I got this Game Over bag. I figured I'd go down there and check out them and Game Bros. So I'm just gonna give them a quick, shout out. I mean, I'd be honest with you, I didn't really find much down there. I was a little bit disappointed. They didn't really have much that I saw, but I'm sitting on a lot of stuff anyway, to be honest with you. So I can't say they have some decent stuff. I'll show you. I copped a couple things from there, not much. Game Bros, I didn't really cop anything from, but anyway, let's kind of get into some of these things I picked up here, because some of it's pretty cool. Now, not a lot of this stuff here. I just got it in the bag just to kind of condense it here, but anyway, I'm gonna start out with my Metal Gear Solid 5. Diamond Dogs. I've been playing that Metal Gear Solid 5. I just like the box. So, I already got the game. It don't have the other thing in it or whatever, but I like the box. I thought it was pretty cool, so I said, I'm gonna just get this box. So I copped that box. Let's see what else we got here. Matter of fact, I'll just get into some of the systems I got. Let's might as well keep it on. Let's start off with Nintendo, because I'm going to show you this Wii I got here. Now, this Wii I got, one of my boys at work, a few videos back, if y'all saw my videos back, he gave me some Wii games. One of my guys at work, a really nice guy, and just asked me if I wanted his Wii. And I said, man, I ain't going to take your Wii, man. I offered him some money for it. He didn't take no money for it, but it was really nice. He said, no, man, you can have it. He said, just sitting around collecting dust. So I said, I ain't going to turn down no system. So, so he gave me the Wii, which was really nice, and thank you, by the way. I appreciate it. And the Wii came with the power cord, the stand, which is cool, a charger, for the remotes, and that's the plug, for the remotes there, the AV cord, of course, the move bar. And I think it's two controllers here in the bag, So, I mean, the dude just gave it to me, man. I mean, that was really nice, man. And I really appreciate that, too, because I'm a gamer, and he went out and checked my channel out, and he liked my channel. I appreciate you checking it out, too, by the way, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much, And so now the next thing I got in here, here, let me just show you this. I got this Xbox. This is the Xbox HD player. Now, this I found actually pretty cheap, man, to be honest with you. I forgot why. I think I picked this up at a pawn shop or something for like $5. So I said, shoot, I'll take that for $5. I used to have one in the box, and it went out on me, so I still had some of the HD drives in it. So the HD, the HD, the movies, you know what I mean? So I figured, I said, that's good to have. I said, I figured I'd get another one, and I had the remote already, too. So here's the remote for it. So I figured that's not a bad cop either, you know what I mean? So, $5, So here, I guess since we're moving on down the line, I'll tell you this Nintendo I found, too. So Nintendo with the gun, it had a couple controllers with it, got the AV cord and the power supply, too, and that's the Nintendo there. I picked this up at a pawn shop, too. It's actually pretty clean. Got a few little dings, a little ding here and there, but I mean, I paid about $15 for it, and it's typical, needed cleaning, and I actually took the time to, I usually buy pens and change the pens. I said, this time, you know what, I said, I'm going to get in there and refurbish those pens myself. So I got in there, refurbished those pens, man, and this sucker is working just like new now. One-time load, so that's really nice for that, man. I'm going to show you some of the games I got for you in a second, too. But that was a pretty good pickup. Then I also got a couple controllers here that was given to me Actually, my cousin gave me these too, and I thought these were pretty cool too. These are the Nintendo controllers. These aren't the actual Nintendo brand like these, but they got the USB. You know, so of course these gonna be perfect for my USB. You know, playing them on my computer or whatever. You know, these are gonna be perfect for that. So he had a couple extra ones he gave them to me. Appreciate it, cuz. You know I do. I appreciate it. So here, I'll show you some of these games I got right fast too. We look at some of the Nintendo games here. So I now got a good deal on these too, because at another pawn shop, the dude was actually pretty cool, man. He was like, he said, I know you come in here all the time looking for games and stuff, man. He said, I ain't gonna try. You know, because normally the normal thing now is what they do. They go straight to video game pricing. You know, whatever it is on video game pricing, they trying to give you the lowest price or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know, come on now. You know, so he said, man, this is what I do. I give you all of these for $5. So, you know, I said, okay. I said, I ain't gonna, you know, I said, with some of the games are pretty nice, like Ghostbusters, yeah, Ghostbusters. But anyway, but some of them are pretty nice for $5. Then he gave me Ghostbusters 2. Then we got, now he was recommending this game. It's a Capcom game though, Little Nemo Dream Masters. It's pretty clean too, so I figured for $5, I said, why not? Because I know most of these games, shoot, you can't, I thought about it when he said it. I said, most of these games, you can't even get Super Mario Duck Hunt these days for $5. So I said, I'm going to go ahead and take them all. So now here's some of the decent games that I really like. He gave me this Star Wars. You know, Star Wars for $5, that was actually a really nice deal. I like that. Batman, picked that up also for $5. Now this one was actually $3. $2 or $3. Super C, because the label was torn. I said, shoot, I ain't turning down no Super C for no $2, $3. I said, yeah, you throw that on in the pack, son. Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden 2. And Chippendales. Chippendales he gave me for like $2, $3 too, because it got a little crack in it right there. I said, shoot, I cleaned this thing up, this thing worked perfectly. I said, for $2, $3, I don't care nothing about that crack. So, you know, so that was pretty cool too. So we had those there. Let's look at some of these other games. Let me get this game out of the way, because I know my boy gonna be checking this out. This MiG-29 fighter pilot for the Genesis. It ain't complete. It just got the game. But my boy gave it to me. You know, he said he couldn't get off the ground, so he gave it to me to see what I could do with it. And I'm like, the farthest I got on this game was the end of the runway, and I crashed. So I figured, thanks, man, for giving it to me, but it's going in the bottom of the pile. But anyway, thank you. That's enough time spent on that. Let's talk about this, because this I picked up at the pawn shop too. Now, I'm starting to look for a lot of these sample discs now. I don't know y'all can see this that good, but this particular sample disc right here is on the PlayStation Underground #2. And I saw this at the pawn shop. It was kind of sitting there with the CDs. And I looked at it and I said, oh man, this got Final Fantasy 7 demo disc on it. You know? So I said, I'm going to take you, see that all right? I said, shoes. I said, let me go ahead and get this. So, of course, now this dude, another different pawn shop, he goes, price guy. Video game price guy. Talking about this going for $20. I'm thinking I'm going to pay $2, $3 for it or whatever, you know. I'm like, man, I ain't paying $20 for no demo disc. I don't care what's on. Well, I do kind of care what's on it. If it was something I really wanted, I would have paid for it. But Final Fantasy, like I said, I ain't big off in the role-playing game, but I do dig that, you know, this is the sample disc, because I'm kind of getting into the sample disc right now. That's what I'm coming in. That's my thing now, finding a lot of sample discs. But anyway, he gave it to me for $5. So I said, okay, I'll take it for $5, man. And I think it is a pretty good thing to have, because I don't see these out in the wild too much at all. So, you know, so that was cool with that. Let's look at this. Now this I got from video game Game Over. You know, and I gotta say, them dudes was cool. If I didn't say, they were nice and friendly there, and they had a clean place. It was like 3 levels from the one I went to in Austin, so it was actually cool place, and they had a lot of nice stuff. But like I said, it's just hard for me to really find like a lot of red stuff. But I was surprised to see this. They had this in the case. Now this is Star Gladiator 2, another one on my want list. I said I've been wanting for a long time, you know. So I finally ended up picking it up. They wanted like 20 bucks for it. I think that's probably like the going price for it, you know. And this is pretty clean too, you know. So I said I'll bring this on home, you know. So I bought this from them, and then I also bought a PlayStation 2, the fat stand from them, you know, because you don't really see these stands out here in the wild as much no more either. You know, so I said, let me just go ahead and buy that too. So I got that from them too. What else we got? A sealed. I just bought this Battlefront, so I'm looking forward to. I'm still working on that Metal Gear, so I'm like, I try to work on my game before I get. These games are so deep to start opening up another one. But I'm looking forward to playing this. So you know, got that Battlefront. Another pawn shop find. The Zone and Enders HD collection. That's actually kind of nice to have too. You know, I got the Zone and Enders for the PlayStation, but I figured this is a nice one, you know, to have the HD collection for that. Let's see, why don't I just do it like this here? What else we got here? I got Dead or Alive 5. And I think I paid, by the way, I think I paid $5 for that. I paid $5 for this too, Dead or Alive 5. You know, I'm into my fighters too. I ain't big into the Dead or Alive series, but I figured, you know, I'll play them every now and then, you know, just to add them to my fighting collection. Now, one of my other boys at work was telling me about The Last of Us. Now, I paid this $8 for this. I actually got the PS3 special edition set with this in it, but it's sealed. So I figured, I said, I'll see this at the pawn shop. Then he told me it was Naughty Dog. So I said, you know, I ain't into those hard type of games. You know, I really don't like the, I ain't Resident Evils and all that type of stuff. I mean, I know they good games, you know, but I said, but I know Naughty Dog tells a very good story, and I already pre-ordered, which I really don't do. I pre-ordered that latest Uncharted, so and I see they kicked it back to May, but so I'm looking forward to that. So I said I'll probably give it a try eventually. You know, I said it can't hurt anything. This was like I said $8, you know, and it's complete too. So I said I'll throw it on in the collection. I'll get around to it eventually, I guess. What else we got here? The orange box. Now the orange box. This game is kind of getting up there now, you know, because it got, you know, Portal and Half-Life and all that stuff in there too, you know. I only paid $1.99 for this, y'all. That was kind of cool. I ain't, you know, I don't know if you can see that, but I only paid $1.99 for this, and it's complete too. So, you know, there it is. It's actually complete. So that's actually pretty cool. You know, I thought this was a good find too. And then another pawn shop when I was down there in Texas. I stopped in and picked up this Destiny, you know. And Destiny, you know, I'm not big off into the Destiny series, you know, but, you know, it was only $2. So, it was like, you know, $2 for the PS3. I said, why not? I'll go ahead and get that. So, let's see here. So, moving on here. This one, I picked up Donkey Kong for the ColecoVision. I think this was just sitting around my mama's house. You know, I went over to visit my mama and sitting around the house and said, hey, I'm taking this back with me. So it must have been one of ours when we were kids. So I said, I'll go ahead and take that. You know, here's a Nintendo 64 memory card. And actually, I'm glad I remembered that because this was actually in, I can't get it open, but, oh, here we go. It had 2 memory cards in it. You know, it was actually in this bag. So this a Nintendo 64 bag, you know, the dude, again, you know, in them pawn shops, boy, like I say, they just looking at everything now. They want to try to get the going price because they know how people geeking over these games and stuff now. So I'm like, well, I'm sorry, man, I ain't one of them geeks. So I said, I ain't paying no, I think he wanted what, $20 for this or something like that. I said, I ain't paying $20 for this bag, man. Then he kind of got it down to 10. I said, I ain't even gonna do that. So he's like, I said, I do 5, and he was like, yeah, like, he said, okay, let's go halfway. He said 7. I said, let's do 6. So I like to do, you know, like the haggle. So, you know, so he gave it to me for 6. I said, I'll take it for 6. Ain't like I'm gonna do nothing with it anyway. But I thought it was actually pretty cool that he gave me that. Now this is the Game Shark Lite for the Dreamcast. Now, in one of my other pickup videos, I picked up the other one that had the UMB cards that goes in the UMB slot or whatever. And I already got the DCX if you saw my Dreamcast video. But anyway, this is the last one. So it was 3 of them that they did that at least that I know about. It was the regular Game Shark with the little VMU thing that had the codes in it, the Game Shark Lite, and the CDX. So this will give me all 3 of them now. So, you know, and these are nice to have too, considering that you could play imports with these, you know. So this is a pretty nice pickup here. Let's see what else we got. I'm gonna say this one after these other games here because this one was a pretty good find too. But anyway, this you know what I mean? I just picked this thing up. It was the History Channel Civil War: A Nation Divided. So I'm like, you know, I'm like, I didn't even know the History Channel had a video game, let alone a Civil War game. Oh, and I see on the back here that says Activision, should have known. So, and I think too, I kind of bought it because it's has the Confederate flag on it. They're making a big deal about the Confederate flag and stuff now being on games and all this and that. So I said, let me just go ahead and get it. And they gave it to me pretty cheap. Dude at the pawn shop gave it to me for like $3, you know, which he tried to milk me for this one. And I was like, I could have left that on the shelf. But the killer part was, with that one, it was another game, this Battlefront. I'm going to show you this Battlefront. I'm going to get up and show you. This Battlefront is sealed. Now, I just got it in this other bag, but you see, this Battlefront is sealed. Now, the dude wanted to give it to me for like, what he said? He said, oh, this is a hot seller right here. I said, yeah, I'm sure it is, but how much you gonna give it to me for? He wanted like 20 bucks or something like that. I said, you know, but, and I would have paid, I mean, because it's sealed. I mean, this thing going for like $100 on eBay. I saw it out here, but anyway, I wanted it, and I ended up haggling the dude down. He said he gave it to me for like $3. So a sealed Battlefront 2 for PlayStation for $3. He gave me both of these with the Civil War. So I said, okay, cool, man. So I figured this was, amongst the other stuff, I thought this was a pretty good deal too. So I thought that was pretty straight. And then these last 2 games here, Dead to Right Retribution, which I still need to get into these games, man. Let me see, I picked this one up. I think, yeah, this was $5 on the thing anyway, but it's complete. Dead to Right Retribution. I haven't even beat the other one on the PlayStation. I need to get into these. I heard these were pretty good too, so you know I'll get into it eventually. And then this one is Castlevania Lords of Shadows, the collection. So you know another pawn shop find. You can pay like $5 for it. It didn't have the downloadable disc, and I was kind of disappointed with that. But for $5, I'm like, man, I ain't gonna pass that up. So, you know, so that was kind of nice to get. I don't even know if I can pay. Yeah, I did pay $5 for that. So that was pretty cool. So here I'm gonna get into these other things right fast here. Now, these are just some packages I got. We can take a look at those. Now, this particular one. Let me see here. Because I wanted this to kind of complete my collection anyway, you know, and I'm a big Castlevania fan anyway, so this is Castlevania Lord of Shadows 2. Is this sealed? Yeah, it is sealed. So, yeah, it's sealed. I mean, these are going down now. I think, you know, I don't know, I think about $10, $12 for it, something like that, but, you know, I figured I added to the collection. Got, you know, the Lord of Shadows collection. I got Lord of Shadows 1 for the regular PS3 too. You know, so I'm kind of into Castlevanias. I heard this one wasn't as good as the first one, but I figured I still give it a try. Anyway, it's always kind of good to have those games, so I set that one up there. Now this, let me see. Yeah, I don't need this anymore. But this one, now this isn't complete, and I knew it wasn't complete when I bought it, but I wanted it, and I knew I didn't want to pay for a complete one because I wanted the games on it. So if anybody knows about this, this is Taito Legends 2. Taito Legends 2 got some pretty good smups on it. Got some pretty good smups on it. One of them is Metal Black. Now Metal Black was kind of on my smup list for a while. I just didn't want to pay the money for it. I mean, you know, I see like the gameplay on it and stuff, and I'm like, you know, it's cool, but like I said, so many people geeking for these games now, man, and just shooting the price up for them, and I'm like, you know, I ain't the one. So I'm trying to find a way where I can still get deals on them. So I know it's on here. G Darius is on here. I think Darius Gaten is on here too, but it got some pretty good smups on it. I'm like, man, this thing got some nice smups on it. I'm like, for this, I think I might pay $10 for it, something like that. But it's worth it to me, because I'm like, I'm gonna play these smups on this, so you know. So I'm like, $10 wasn't bad at all for this. So, but that was cool that I got this. I like that too. So I'm probably gonna give that a good play in a while now. So now to wrap it up, I got a couple other things too. I was kind of looking around my house and found some computer games. And I'm like, man, these are kind of cool. I'm going to show you here. This is Darius Gaten. Darius Gaten. Now, this is for the computer here, too. So, Raiden 2. These are all computer games. You know, like I said, that's kind of nice, man. You know, see the graphics on these things. And I think even one of them might have had the receipt in it. I don't remember, but said it came from Electronic Boutique or something like that. I think it paid for like $5 or something like that. But I'm like, man, that was a long time ago. And layer section. So all of you classic old school smart players out there, you know, those are some classics for you. You know, I got all three of these. You know, these have been in my collection a while. Like I said, I just saw them, thought I'd just show them. And that's pretty much it. And I guess as I was looking around, I'm going to close on this, because if you remember, any of you looking at my Dreamcast video, which, you know, I talked about, you know, how I like the Dreamcast as being one of my favorite systems, and I mentioned the advertisement from Target when I went to buy it. Sure enough, I found the advertisement. So here it is. Here, I'm going to show it to y'all, and I'm going to close out with this. But thanks for watching, y'all. I appreciate it. And, you know, until I post something the next time, but here is that Dreamcast. Look, you can see the initial games, you know, that they came out with and stuff like that. $199 with the bag. They'll let you know, man, I kept this thing. I didn't even know I had it tucked away somewhere. I forgot I had it tucked away, but here it is, though. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all later. All right, peace.